what's up? Think you gon' play me, just know that I'm not one of them. Feel like I don't know you, don't come around, no invaders them.
It's your boy Noto, coming to another video, coming to another podcast, man. Today's podcast, we're going to discuss woman teaches other women how to play games with nonchalant men. If you're new here, or already been here, going to click that like button, go on and comment, go and subscribe, click that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I drop a video. And without further ado, let's go and get into this topic, man. Get into this topic. So I came across this video, and I think a lot of guys should see this, but I'm going to explain some things because a lot of guys don't really be in their true form yet, and they try to do things with no results. And I'm going to show you what's going on with this, and I'm going to make interjections as I show you this clip.
Do you guys know that the only thing you have to do to get a nonchalant man to chalant is so easy? The only thing is you can't be no scary girl if you want to do this. Really just tell him that you don't think this is going to work, and that honestly, like, you think he's cool, but I don't think that you're the man for me.
That's where it should end right there. For a man, if you're being nonchalant, and for a man that know who he is, that only want women around him that value him the way that he sees himself, shout out to Matthew Seahorn, then you need to go head on and get the heck out of there. You don't need to deal with that woman. That's plain and simple. That should be it right there.
The crazy part is like, I mean it. Like, the man that I told this, like, were men that, you know, were nonchalant, we was talking or whatsoever, and in reality, like, I'm really the type of girl that if I feel like somebody's not the one for me, I'll tell you, like, hey, like, honestly, I think I'm cool on you. Like,
I would say give a good translation by saying that you're not the one for her. It's because you're not the one jumping through those hoops. You're not the one being that guy that's gonna wait on her hands and toes and try to go and sniff up her dress to do everything she wants you to do. She can't play games with this guy. You see what I mean? So if it's a guy she can't play games with, and he could be good with or without, that ain't her type, because she can't manipulate him.
You know, we can still be friends, but I just don't think you're the man for me. They will literally start doing stuff they never did before, and I think it's like an ego thing.
That's not a really ego thing. A guy that'll react in this situation in that manner is a guy that doesn't value himself. It's the guy that's being nonchalant with no results. When you're being nonchalant with no results, that means that you're not the man who you say you are. You're not who you say you are. And you could be an attractive man. You could be a sexually attractive man and still fall for this trap. Because if you can be a sexually attractive man, but you have options, but you still in your head don't feel like you can do and pull off the things that you can pull off, meaning you can get other women at the snap of a finger, or you can just go out and meet another woman, you'll tend to get one-nighters. And it usually happens to guys that end up having a glow-up type situation, and they still in the mind of that man that used to be unattractive and don't realize who they were, who they are, who they've become. So they get trapped in one-nighters. Or it could be a sexually attractive man that ends up getting one-nighters with every chick he comes across. I know guys like that. Guys that can get multiple chicks, but when they get with a chick or they see a chick that they really want, it's like all the chicks and options they have in their head just disappear. And it shouldn't really be like that. But for the guys that's being nonchalant and don't have any results, but they really faking it, these are the guys that start doing all the kinds of things that she was just mentioning here. Like the ones that go out their way, or they start doing all kinds of things. Those are the ones that don't really have any options. They have no choice but to do all those things because they're not really being nonchalant for real. Being nonchalant means you don't care. Like, you seriously don't care. And in order for you not to care, you got to be like, okay, I'm good with or without. I can go get another chick, or I can be good by myself. And a lot of guys aren't really like that. In reality, they're not really like that. They're playing to be like that. They're putting that on. They're putting on that image like they are like that, but they can't really be alone. They can't really go through a drive and be like, okay, I don't care. They can't really be like, because I can get other women. No, they know they really jump through those hoops, but they trying to act like they don't care because some of them might have seen some content saying, oh, if you act like this, women like this type of behavior. So if you act like you don't care, you don't come off as too needy. But the problem is that with that is, you know what I'm saying, that mindset. If you don't have the mindset that you can take her, she can take it or leave it, and you'll leave, no matter how fine she is. But the guys that get blinded by the beauty, it could be a bad chick that they've been really wanting. That's when the real tests come in. They come when it's the chick that you really want. But you got to be able to say, to hell with her. If she acting like this, then okay, toodles, she useless. And the guys that's pretending to be nonchalant, they'll be exposed every time, because if they conform to this bullshit she trying to get them to conform to, then you're faking. It's just plain and simple. You're faking. There's no way that a man that know he got plenty of options so he can be good with or without will start to go out of his way to start trying to please a chick that doesn't want him, that's saying she doesn't have any more interest in him.
I'm not here to tell y'all to play games or whatsoever, but I just think that's just something men naturally do. They do not want whatever they can have. Like, they want something that they can't have. And if you tell them in a polite way, like, no hard feelings, but honestly, like, I just feel like we got a different view on life, and I just don't think you are the type of man that I want to date. But you're so cool, though. I promise you. You get whatever you want. You'll go crazy.
And that's her way of trying to friend zone the man that she feels like isn't worthy for her, because he won't play her games with her. But at the same time, she's trying to flip the script by saying that when men want things that we can't have. But that's a old warped way of being anyway. That's a whole warped train of thought anyway. Why should a man want what he can't have? Especially when it comes to the female and the woman department. I ain't gonna call them female. Everybody be saying that. It's just a term, and it's starting to become derogatory because it seems like we're really attacking them. But I'm really just making a point here. And the thing is, saying a man wants what he can't have when it comes to women is just ridiculous. It should be ridiculous. It should be seen as ridiculous. A man shouldn't want a woman that doesn't have interest in him, that's saying, I think we aren't compatible, this ain't gonna work, and okay, you should leave. That woman becomes an automatic zero. That woman becomes an automatic useless person for you if you have those type of intentions for a woman, that you want to smash her, you want to sleep with her, you want things to be different, you want things to be on another level, you don't want friendship, platonic friendship or nothing like that, and then you want that from that woman and not friendship, then there's no reason for you to hang around that woman. There's no reason to be like, oh, I want what I can't have, I'm gonna try to do this, oh, I'm down for the challenge, oh, I'm gonna try to apply pressure. You don't have to apply pressure to something that wants you. It's gonna come to you. It's gonna meet you on equal ground. It's gonna express its interest in you. It's not gonna sit there and try to play games with you. Now, some women will play hard to get, because they feel like that's what they gotta do to cover some ground because of their own insecurities. But they'll end up losing out on men that actually see their value and not gonna play that game with them. So a lot of guys, they'll put themselves in that position because they want to play that game, because they don't feel like they can get another chick like that. And the thing is, they feel like if they have to dumb it down in the looks, the chick will feel like she won if the guy says he don't want to deal with her games and end up going to a woman that society might deem as less attractive than her. The woman will be like, oh yeah, that's what he deserved. And she'll feel like she'll feel like she won because he went and got a less attractive woman. But not understanding that the man that values himself values the woman that values him the way he values himself. You see what I mean? So if she's showing him the interest that he wants just because the woman is less attractive than her, that's a win in the man's book, because he's dealing with a chick that is conducive to his environment. She's an asset to his environment. She's an asset to his mental health. She's more peace of mind, way more peace of mind than that girl that doesn't have really interest in you will ever be. So even though she might be a 10 to society, she's a 0 to a man that has no use for her, that she's going to treat like that. If you're going to be a man in that position that she's going to treat like that, she's a 0 to you. If a woman that's probably like a 7 or something like that, and I say a 10 and a 7, if the 7 or the 6 or whatever you want to call it, the lesser attractive woman in society standards would come to you and will give you those experiences and will treat you the way that you're supposed to be treated, will give you the interactions that you're supposed to receive, because you see yourself, you worked on yourself, you've made yourself more attractive, and you be like, okay, this is how women usually treat me, this is how women that are interested in me treat me. And if I want to take it there with this type of woman, she's going to understand that this is what I want out of her. And she's going to come and she's going to meet you and treat you as such, treat you like the king that you are. So how does that woman be more attractive than this woman? She just going from subjective looks and saying, oh yeah, I'm better than her, I'm a baddie, I look better than her. But she'll feel like she won because you go on with the less attractive woman, but really that woman is way better than her. To be honest, that woman will be more of a 10 than she'll ever be to you. And if you're a nonchalant man, you don't give a damn what she think. If she feel like she won, you don't give a damn what nobody else think. You give a damn because you the one that got to deal with the chick anyway. So whatever other chick that come into your environment, that come into your world, and she's expressing her feelings to you, is actually not playing no games with you, and she actually stepping and making her intentions clear and clear on the intentions that you have for her. How does that make her a lesser woman? Because you're just looking at the looks and making it seem like, oh, it's just subjective. That don't mean she got it. This doesn't mean that she has to be ugly. It could be another a 10 and another 10 that, you know, they in so much competition with herself that she trying to nitpick at the girl to say what she better than her at or whatever. So if you get a girl that look better than her, the argument would be, oh man, you know, she gonna try to find something wrong with it. So if you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. And these types of situations, guys, don't fall for this. I'm gonna tell you right now, don't fall for this. This is why we always preach to become the most attractive version of yourself, and not just being it physically, but being it mentally. Understanding the type of options you'll have. Know the man that you are. Know that you can get those types of women by the busload. But if you're stuck on this one woman, this is when you're going to start doing extra stuff to try to keep her around. You're not going to do stuff to keep her around if you got many others. If you got 2 or 3 cases of Pepsi in the fridge that you can always get to, you don't care about one busting on the ground and spraying everywhere in the house or whatever, because you got so many more. But if you faking like you got 3 cases of soda in the refrigerator, and you only got maybe one with a dent, a couple dents in it in the fridge, and you got this one perfect soda in your hand out here, and this one be a bust. You acting like you got so many more, but you feel like, dang, all I get is the dents, all I get is that, and you know where you are. That's why you got to be honest about your dating pool. You got to be honest about the type of women that you pull. You got to be honest with yourself. You got to look in the mirror and be like, okay, am I being the best that I can be? And you got to go and get those results and have those type of experiences to be able to say to yourself and have yourself to believe that I can get these types of women. See, the men that act nonchalant, see, the problem with acting like you're sexually attractive, acting like this man, is that you have to go out to get those results to have that ego boost. You ain't gonna lie, it really is an ego boost when women are choosing on you, women that you thought didn't want you at first choosing on you, without you flexing and trying to use money. You have to get that result for yourself. You have to go out into the world to get that result. And when you haven't gotten that result and you trying to act like you're that man and you haven't put in the work, that's when you get caught up with stuff like this. You trying to act nonchalant with a chick that already done pulled your card. You see what I mean? But don't be that man that put in the work and still fall for this. You see what I mean? So I'm just telling you guys, this is a warning, guys, because women really do like to play games with guys like this, and they'll sit together with their women groups and stuff like that, and they'll stand around and laugh at you to see how you react when they try to bow out of a date with you, or they know that you really want to, and they want to see how far that you'll go or how much they can get out of you, you know. So don't fall for this. But you got to be that man. You can't fake this. That's why we tell you to work on yourself day in and day out, and then have these interactions with women day in and day out, so you can see where you stand. You say you want these beautiful women, you say you want these type of chicks, but you don't even know how to interact when you're around them. This is why I tell you to put yourself in those environments. Do you even know where they hang out at? You saying you want these beautiful women, but you're never around them. You only see them on social media. And most of those women that's on social media got all those followers that are mostly there for attention. And she's going to see you more as like a customer than more of a suitor. Unless she sees you as above her. So if your social media presence ain't all that, what you going to do? And even then, you still competing with all those other guys too as well. So why would you want to be in a bidding war for a chick that only wants you for your clout and all this other stuff? I'd say it's better just to be in an environment with them. It's really easier that way. But a lot of you guys don't ever put yourself in that environment. You don't go outside. You be on computers, or you be on the phone all day looking at what's going on social media. You always want to meet chicks on a date now, so you don't ever go outside and see how things really go down. And you'll be able to be nonchalant the more interactions you have, because you'll be so used to being around it. You get used to it. When you get used to something, it's not brand new to you no more. You don't feel like it's nothing. Okay, I done been here before. Okay, what's new? What's next? That's how you're gonna be. But you can't do that if you haven't gotten used to it before. A lot of you guys don't have enough interactions with women to even try to be nonchalant. You don't even know how to really do it. It's really just not caring for real. But how are you gonna not care if you ain't had none in so long, or you ain't done dealing with chicks for so long, or you never really had choosing signals from a chick? How can you be nonchalant if one is in your grasp, you feel like it's in your grasp, but she's really useless to you, but you're trying to keep her around because you know you don't got chicks for real? That's the real problem. But anyway, it's your boy Noto, coming to you another video, coming to you another podcast, man. If you're enjoying the content, go on and click that like button, go on and comment, go on and subscribe, click that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I drop a video. You got Unapologetically Jack shirts. They are in the store, and we also have the Patreon. Check me out on the Patreon where I go deep into sexual dynamics and the struggles and challenges of being an attractive man and teaching the body game, you know, stuff like that. So stuff that I ain't gonna post here, you'll definitely see on the Patreon. So check out the store and the Patreon. The links will be in the pinned comment below. Remember, guys, anybody can improve themselves. They're willing to work at it. I'm out.
I'm chillin', I really ain't worried about niggas. I promise I keep it a Kuna Matata. Even though niggas be looking and sounding like me, that boy Morris said I'm not the father. Swear I'm a dog, get vicious when I'm irritated. I might need a shock on my collar. Don't got a filter, just keep it straightforward. I play my position, Andre Iguodala. Ain't no exposing me, I get in D, hit a ovary. Don't even go down that road with me. And if a chicken obsessed, I don't need it. I want that Miss Parker with Professor Ogilvy. Bitch ain't no testing me, none of these bitches be stressing me. Capping like they got the best of me. But if she go off and get with another man, really she still gon' be thinking about sexing me. Done with these bitches, let's get to the paper. One piece of the pie, still out on the merit. Chasing that money, Coyote Road Runner, ain't doing no talking, just like Tom and Jerry. Ain't no beef or no drama, it won't make no money to me, it's just unnecessary. But if I'm pushed, I'm gon' have to crash out on a nigga, and then I'ma call up as Gary.